It's just not good at all. Good afternoon, YouTube, on I believe this is Friday afternoon. After my marathon session last night, I have come to the conclusion that these are backwards again. I did a lot of comparison. I watched a lot of videos with the original radio and noticed marks on here. This one in particular, I don't know how well it shows up, but I'll try to make it sort of, let me get this off so you can see a little bit better. Maybe. But there is a scratch. I think it's a scratch, but anyway, it goes right around there like that. And that shows up as on this one right here. In the original photos, it shows right here. So I know that because when these are switched, they're turned around. So I know that's where that one goes. So I am going to do that. Yes, I am switching them around again. Not a big deal. Like I said, this socket here is in place and it's correct now like it is. This is going to be changed. This is the change that I did not realize I made, and I'm going to do it from this side and put it back in here where it goes, and it actually went on this side, and I think you can see one hole there, and that's where it's going to go. So when I take these out, I'll change that around, and I'm going to go ahead and get that 2 off and the 1 on the other one and mark them like they're supposed to be. So I was right in the first place. I don't know why well, I do know why. There's been some other changes, so like that that capacitor there is wrong. So that makes some difference in the sound, I'm sure. So we will, like I say, change that and get that going. I've got my soldering iron heating up, and I probably won't, this may be the last one of this. It depends on how much or how long it is. I don't know exactly how long it is, but I'm going to put that back in the circuit board holder and have at it. So I'll bring you back eventually. Good afternoon, YouTube. It is 3:11 now in the afternoon on a Friday. Here back with you on this AA5 radio again, GE. I have it back like it should be now. I know that for pretty much a fact. I was sure before, but you know, things happen. I also put back this capacitor here, which I think is across the line cap, and the one that was on the bottom, I put that back. I'll put it back here so you can see. It's back here where it needs to be. So that is back like it was. That was done for the modification, which took it from here to here and connected it. That's the ground. We didn't really need it on the ground side. So put it back to here. So it's basically here to here now. And this is still jumped like it was. So everything should be ready to go. It should be as good as it's going to get, I should say. What I'm going to do is just turn it on and see what it does. Now before, when I did this, it would spike on the current, and because I had the adjustment pretty much all the way up to the top. So I'm going to turn it on with the variac, and I'll see if I can get the voltage in that in the picture as well. So like that, and we'll turn that on. It is on. It is hooked up to the speaker. I'll go ahead and crank the voltage up a little bit. That initial surge current will drop down a little bit, then it'll come back up, I think. Let's see, 150, looking at the amperage, 140. So it should come back up. Right at the threshold now, I would think. let it sit there until it decides to do something, and we'll go from there. 130 milliamps. Takes a little longer when you run low voltage like this, but I hear it coming now. Alright, I'm going to put the signal generator on and get that over here where it goes. And we do have that now, so that's good. I'm just going to do a little test adjustment. Come up a little bit there. All right. And we'll do a little more adjusting on this. That sounds like a radio station, but I can't tell for sure. Move that away from it. Now I can hear something there. Let's see if I can tune that in just a hair more. Alright, there is a station there. So I'm making progress. I think the next order of business ought to be hooking up the meter and tweaking those IFs now. So this is as close as I've gotten to get back to the old radio. So happy about that. I've got that stuck in there now. Let me get that out. Alright, well, you can see it is working a little bit better. And that's a good sign. There we go. So I'm going to increase the voltage a little bit now. Bring it up to more where it should be. Now we're not getting the voltage spike that we got, or not the voltage, but the amperage spike that we got before, so that's good. See if I can adjust this one down here a little bit. Alright, I think, like I said, the best thing to do is to get the meter up here and do some adjustments. So let's do that. Turn this off real quick and get that all set up. And I still do plan on using the AVC to do this. So let me get that set up and we'll be right back. Alright, well, what you can see is the AVC does not appear to be working. I can't get it to move at all. So that would be a problem. I do have it hooked up correctly. Have 98.9 volts on the radio. So, not getting any kind of response from it. So, what I'm going to do is double check all my connections and just see maybe what we forgot here. I'm sure I've got it on. The radio's not even putting out noise now. So, let me find out what the problem is and we'll come back.